Hey everybody, it's Greg here again with another video. So this video kind of came out of nowhere actually. So I was sitting there editing a video for you guys to watch probably tomorrow. But my Whirlpool fridge started making some sounds. So this is a freezer on the top. I know it's kind of tough because I got it pulled out a little bit here, but freezer on the top, so it almost sounded like the dampener door inside the fridge opening up, but it was actually coming from the back of the fridge, which isn't a normal sound for the back of your fridge. So I pulled it out and I noticed something on the back that I wanted to show you guys before I got in there and cleaned it out, but I'm kind of neglecting my own appliances. Okay, so we're at the back of the fridge here. This is the little piece of cardboard that covers the compressor and the fan and everything, but this is gross. So that is where the fan in and out little slits that has to take air in and push it through the compressor, or past the compressor, I guess. But obviously it sucks all the fuzz and everything from around the room and gets caught on everywhere. So I imagine the condenser is pretty clogged up, more than likely. So anyway, I'm gonna pull this back panel off and see what we got inside. All right, so I managed to fit behind the fridge here. I will unplug it here in a sec, just so I don't get my hand caught in the fan or something silly like that. It's always much better to unplug a fridge. Then you know you can't get hurt. So just a bunch of screws, 1/4 inch along the panel. And this is just cardboard, so don't rip on it or anything, because you'll rip it right off. And it is a needed thing. It does direct the flow of air in behind here, and it needs to be there. Man, did they ever secure this one? Usually there's maybe 4 or 5 screws, but this one's got a whole bunch. So while I got this panel off here, I'm going to vacuum it. I don't know if you've seen the vacuum earlier in the shot there, but that's what that is for. And I'll show you guys what's going on behind here too. Oh, another screw. Somebody ran these screws in too tight and it's ripped halfway through the cardboard. It's not like this thing's going to be driving down the highway. It's definitely doesn't have to be tightened down too much with those bolts. Okay, so I'm going to unplug it at this point and move it out a little further so we can see a little better in here and I don't end up hitting something I don't want to. Oh, yeah. Sounds real nice. Okay, so I'm going to move you guys to a better spot. Actually, maybe I can just... Oh yeah, that's not too bad. So this is a condenser here. These are the coils that used to be on the back of a fridge, but now they've moved them. One of basically 3 places on fridges now. You can see them here, or you can also see them in this location, but rolled up, kind of in a tube sort of shape. And the other style is the style that you actually have to take off your kick plate in the front of the fridge, and they've got them laying flat underneath the fridge. There's not a great way really to vacuum those ones off, because you'd almost have to tilt back the whole fridge to get under there, but they do make little thin attachments for the vacuum for you to get in there. So yeah, we'll definitely have to vacuum off this guy. Nothing's really jumping out at me that would be making some sounds, but fridges sometimes just make a weird sound. It doesn't really make a lot of sense as to why it's doing it, but maybe you just don't notice, and it's you know, it only lasts a minute or something, and I just happened to catch it right as it was starting to do it, so lucky me. Anyway, this fridge is going to get a little clean out here, which it needs. So I'm going to grab the vacuum and get rid of all this. That's disgusting. Get rid of all this fuzz out of here, because it doesn't help the fridge run at all. It just makes it a lot hotter. All right, so we got it cleaned up as much as we can. It's really tough with these, because it's the little hallway kind of pieces here are really tough to get into. It looks like there's a lot of room, but there really isn't at all. So you pretty much just get in there as best you can. I've seen people take their like their air compressor and blow air through these just to get it cleared off a little better. I don't know if you need to go necessarily that far. Like it's, the more you get off there, the better. But it's yeah, you can do it if you want. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna throw this. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I just want to see if that fridge will make that sound again if I plug it back in. Oh, but I need to have it back quite a ways. This is the shortest. Oh, that sounds great. Shortest cord I've seen on a fridge in quite a long time. Holy cow, that's ridiculous. Doesn't help that the plug is about 4 feet off the ground either. That's kind of silly. I'll move you guys just a little bit so you can see a little better. Not that you need to see too much back here, but so if the fridge doesn't start up right away, it's some fridges, depending on the electronics and stuff like that, it'll be doing checks. It'll be making sure that, you know, it'll be sending, you know, frequencies out to the fan, out to the temperature sensors, out to the compressor, stuff like that, just to see if it gets signals back, and then it'll fire up. It just depends on what kind of fridge you have. Depends when you stopped it too, because your fridge could have possibly been right in the midst of going into a defrost. If that's the case, the compressor will not fire up. It doesn't run the compressor when it goes into its defrost cycle. Yeah, I think everything looks good back here. I think we're gonna throw that panel back on, because this thing isn't actually firing up right away anyway, so could be sitting here for a while waiting for it to fire up. So yeah, I'll put that panel back on and we can push it back into place. Okay, so got that back panel back on, got it all cleaned out, pushed the fridge back, and it started up. So we know everything's good. It doesn't seem to be making that sound at all anymore at all, which I can't say 100% what it was. It's, if you can't see something happen, it's tough to pinpoint it, I guess. There's a lot of sounds that a fridge can make. And there's a lot of sounds that individual fridges can make on their own, which is kind of strange because you figure all fridges would be the same, but they are not. So anyway, I will be listening for that issue again, but as for now, we got to clean it out, which is good. That should be done. Oh geez, there's no animals here, so I would say once a year. I don't know. I've been living here for about a year, so obviously it needed to be done. But if you have animals, depending on how badly they're shedding and stuff like that, I would say on average about 6 months is kind of, you know, the given time that I tell people. But you can kind of gauge it yourself. If you go to take that panel off the back and it's not really fuzzy at all, then move it to once a year. If you go in there and it looks like there's possibly a gorilla on your condenser coils, then you know you need to be doing it every, you know, say 3 months. That'll work even better. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It was just a quick video. Leave those comments. Let me know what you guys think of these videos. Hit that like button for sure. That definitely helps out a lot. Yeah, thanks for watching, and you have a good night. Thanks. Bye.